Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are looking at Shikigami Dance Shield. Has a 10-second long cooldown, a power of 1 and a range of 3, and essentially creates a shield out of paper that slowly moves forward towards the target. Once it touches them, it paralyzes them and covers them in paper, and that reduces their health recovery. So, if they heal or if they get healing or anything of that sort, then, the amount of health that they recover from it is lessened. Not only that, but because they are paralyzed in that paper, the next attack that they take will take additional extra damage. So, you can go ahead and use it and then use something that would normally be, slightly strong to something that would make it extra strong just because of that one additional hit. Other than that, after that one additional hit, they won't be affected. So, it's only one hit and you have one chance to do it. So, there's that. Because it's a shield, it naturally actually blocks projectiles. So any sort of ninja tool that exists will most likely get folded by this. This thing can have really good strength and can essentially just get rid of any sort of ninja tool. In terms of ninjutsus, maybe weaker ninjutsus that it could or maybe can block as well. So there's also that. But because it kind of moves forward towards the target, you want to make sure that when you do use it, you want to use it correctly and such. And yeah, other than that, you can kind of block with it. The only thing is you're gonna have to specifically stay right behind it. But that's the only disadvantage to it. You don't necessarily have to, you could just let it and use it aggressively, like you're gonna see in this game. But yeah, that's pretty much all the advantages and disadvantages of it. It kind of goes through, buildings and such. So, if someone's on the other side of a wall, you can literally just use it and it will sneak attack them through a wall, like as if they are, I forgot the guy's name now. The Silver Surfer. Literally going right through the walls and shit. Basically like that. But yeah, it will track the target that you have locked onto. And it is really good at pressuring people. And it is genuinely a strong option to have, whenever you do have the chance to use it. So yeah, that's all I can really say about it. Other than that, the actual mechanics of it, I will say, because the deployment of it is kind of unique and takes a little bit of time, while also deploying it instantly, you kind of have a little bit of a bait with it. So as you just saw on that one range that I just killed, I activated it and, he hit me and then he got covered by it. So it's kind of a little bit of a delay to it. But you can tell that the activation is faster than the actual animation. So because of that, technically they could still hit you right before they get wrapped up. So that's only one thing that you got to be careful of when you're using it. But another thing is, because it's so slow moving, and because of that, you could take advantage of it really, really well, as you can kind of see. If someone's just trying to climb or get somewhere and trying to ignore you, then you could take advantage of it. And not only that, but if someone's already on a point, you can also take advantage of that extremely close range as well. And for example, against Boroshiki's kind of kunai weapon, you could technically slightly counter it. Annoyingly enough, I discovered recently that Boroshiki's weapon, the Azura Kunai or whatever it's called, it literally can get rid of flame bombs and Phoenix Flower Jutsu. So that should not be a thing, right? Even if it's an SS plus weapon, a normal projectile attack should not be able to get rid of basic ninjutsus, because basic ninjutsu should always trump over weapons. But instead, with Boroshiki's kunai, it's so broken that it's actually allowing, for ninjutsus to be interrupted with. So that's fucked, and it should not be allowed. It should really be nerfed down. This whip sword is just insanely annoying. But anyway, uh, when you do hit someone with the papers, you do want to make sure that when you do it, that you don't accidentally hit them out of it immediately. So then you can take advantage of the time that you have when you have caught them. So maybe recharge your ninjutsu a little bit. Maybe go ahead and prepare your angle and then use it. So just as an extra little tip. But a creative tip that I will give you is, let's say you use Shikigami Dance Shield as more of a setup ninjutsu. So what I mean by that, for example, is if I had Heavenly Hand Power, which is the Rinnegan swapping, you can literally go ahead and... Okay, first of all, I want to talk about what I just did, by the way. Because, if someone's charging at you, that is a perfect example right there. But anyway, as I said, if you had a Rinnegan swap and you have this dance shield, you could technically deploy the dance shield first and dodge forwards 2 or 3 times without locking onto anyone, and then you could go ahead and Rinnegan swap, and then it would actually connect and hit them. Another thing is that to get that to work is really easy in an actual match as well, because essentially you can even lock onto the enemy, right? I wouldn't recommend it, and I wouldn't recommend it at close range. It's more like if you want to snipe someone with it, then you definitely can, and that's where it has its values. So you could literally go ahead and use Shikigami Dance Shield and dodge forwards twice, Rinnegan swap, force someone into your papers, and then depending on what next ninjutsu you have, you could use that. But yeah, it is kind of crazy. Other than that though, it is what it is. It's quite a basic ninjutsu. So yeah, you could say it has a power of 1. Technically, you could also say that it has a power of 2 or 3 because of the ninjutsu or ninja tool that you're using, because it does increase the amount of damage that they take on the next hit. But yeah, it's a really good utility tool actually, and not only is it a really good utility tool, it's also just in general a really good disruption tool, because they don't expect to suddenly be stopped and kind of tied down like that. Other than that, this was a good game. This was okay. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out, and I'll see you guys next time. Next time, we're doing the defense class now. So now that the range class is complete, we only have the defense and then the healer one. And then we can start on the DLC ninjutsus, which I'm assuming everybody is kind of waiting for. And eventually I will go over what will happen if an update happens and a ninjutsu changes. I'll probably try and make a playlist for it as well. But other than that, if you haven't checked out the playlist, you can literally go to the playlist, or you can look at, my videos right now, and you will see that all of it is categorized and put into a clean area. So you could always just look at attack ninjutsus, or you could always look at range ninjutsus, that kind of thing. So I'm kind of building up a whole library, so everyone can have a good and clear, concise showcase with general knowledge. But yeah, see you later. Peace out.